Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. In Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali, there are 8 steps. Yama Niyama, about how do we conduct ourselves in the world and how do we deal with ourselves. Then comes Asana Pranayama. So, Yama Niyam Asana Pranayama is called as Bahiranga Sadhana, external disciplining. Then comes the 5th, the Pratyahara. In Pratyahara, we close all the windows of our personality so that the world doesn't enter us. So, Yama, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam outside. Pratyahara, the windows of our personality, the sense organs are closed. Now we are inside. Now inside, we have to deal with the mind. Instead of dealing with the mind, we complain about the mind. The mind complains about the mind. So, there we have to learn about controlling the mind. And then we are told, disturbed mind means that mind which runs in time, space and objects. So, first of all, we fix the mind in one place. That is called as dharana. Then we fix the mind in the same place with one object, not too many objects. So, fixing of the mind with one object is called as dhyana. Dharana dhyana. Then it is continued for a long period of time. Then it is called as samadhi. So the mind is controlled with reference to time, space and object. When this is perfectly controlled, trayamekatra sayyamaha, when this is perfectly controlled, then such a mind is called as sayyamit manaha. Sayyamit, sayyama, perfect, samyak yama, perfect control. With such a perfectly controlled mind, we now take up the study of scriptures. And in the study of scriptures, again there are 3 things. So, first was the Bahiranga Sadhana, then windows are closed, then we started working on the mind, we made the mind available to ourselves. Now begins the Antaranga Sadhana. The inner spiritual practice. Inner spiritual practice involves 3 steps, and that is Shravan, Manan and Nididhyasana. Shravan is, I do not know, then go and listen. Then Manan is, I know but I have got many doubts. Then reflect. Now I have no doubts, but I don't have experience, then be committed and work on it. Spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. For us, meditation means what? Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. See? Our spiritual practice is like one man. He was very fat. So he went to the doctor. And the doctor said, yes, what can I do for you? Doctor Sahab, I want to reduce my weight. I am putting too much of weight. What should I do? He said, simple thing man, run every day. How much? Run 8 miles per day. How many days? 1 month at least. Okay. He ran 8 miles per day for 1 month. After 1 month, he called the doctor. Raksham, you remember me? Yes, yes, I remember. So, have you reduced your weight? Yes, weight is reduced. See, I told you, no, but the another problem. What? I am 240 miles away from my house. See? Our spiritual practice is like this. When we come to the retreats like this, we get spiritual influenza. And then, okay, tomorrow morning I start early morning. And tomorrow never comes. See? Spiritual life is not an attack of influenza. It is to be conducted steadily. Therefore, for study of Vedanta, there are certain qualifications. The first qualification is Vivek. We must know what for we are in this world. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunancha. 4 things. Eating, sense of insecurity, then sleeping, and Maithunancha, procreation. If these are the only 4 things we have done in our life, there is no reason why we should be called as human beings. It is common between us and animals. So if we are human beings, what is that which makes us human beings? From the stones we evolved into plants, from the plants we evolved into animals, from animals we evolved into human beings. Now what is the further evolution? Is it a cul-de-sac or there is a possibility? Then we come to know from human being onwards it is only the spiritual evolution. See, like the example I gave in the morning talk, 3 minutes we cannot utilize properly when we have to talk on cow. And we have to use our whole life. For those who cannot use 3 minutes properly, can they use their whole life properly? See, it is so important. Such a student who is now clear about the goal of life. There are 2 types of goals. One is short-term goals, long-term goals. Short-term goals are dharma, artha, kama. Earn money, become independent. Don't be dependent on anybody in life. Dependence is misery. Then artha, then kama. Fulfill your desires. There is nothing wrong in fulfilling the desires. Have a nice house, have a nice wife. This is just example. About house I am telling. I don't know what you understood. Chor ke daade mein tinka. So, nothing wrong. Fulfill your desires. Have kids, suffer, enjoy. Then follow the dharma. Kurte Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalam. Do that. It's all necessary. And when you go through all this, the result of all these 3 practices, if it is properly practiced, it will certainly lead to dispassion. Dispassion is inner awakening. Dispassion is not depression. Both in depression and dispassion, there is a withdrawal from the world. I don't get interested in anything. I think I am nearing reality. No interest in the world. No. You are nearing a mental hospital. Depression and dispassion appear same. But a dispassionate person is full of energy, joy, happiness, creativity. And a depressed person is, ab ji ke kya karenge? And such people don't die also. People are happy, come on, mar raha hai. See? So, if we are lived the life properly, a stage comes in life. And in that stage, now you get self-oriented. Earlier, when we were self-centered. So, from the self-centeredness, we get self-oriented. And then, that discrimination leads to dispassion. Maturity of discrimination is called a dispassion. Like the ripening of the raw mango leads to a juicy mango. So, discrimination, properly practiced, leads to dispassion. When the dispassion is there, then a lot of energy is conserved. Earlier, our energy was wasted in indulgence in the worldly things. The worldly things are no more attractive. So, energy is conserved. Now, with that energy, what is to be done? Earn wealth. Which wealth? Spiritual wealth. The spiritual wealth is Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhan. 6 of them. So, the first is control over mind. A weakling cannot control the mind. If you are dispassionate, you have conserved your energy, you can control the mind. No means no, yes means yes. Don't give options to yourself. Virajya Vishaya Vrata Dosha Drushtya Mumurmuhu Swalakshe Niyatavastha Manasaha Shama Uchyate. When the mind is totally withdrawn from the worldly things, and thereafter mind is available for application to wherever we want, that freedom is called as Shama, control over mind. Then Dhamma is control over the sense organs. Our condition is, no, I don't want enough. No, please take something. Actually, anyway, you won't give it. One jalebi, so one, give another 2, 3. No control. We have to learn one Maha Mantra, I will tell you. The mantra is ability to say no in life. We have to have that courage to deny. And second thing, the inner strength to listen to no in life. Those who cannot listen no in life, they become frustrated. See, there was one girl in love with somebody, and after their engagement was done. After engagement, that Punjabi boy went to Delhi, and this girl was from Karnataka in Bombay. And then he wrote to her that, thank you for introducing to your girlfriend. We have decided to get married. Treat our engagement cancelled and do come for our wedding. When she heard it, she went into hibernation. So much depressed, because in her whole life she never heard no. This is what is parents with one difficult child. The child has never heard no in life. And when for the first time he or she has to hear no in the society, they get totally paralyzed. So, control over the sense organs. Then Shama Dhamma, then Titiksha. Titiksha is Sahanam Sarva Dukkhanam Apratikara Purvakam. Chinta Vina Parahitam. Go through the difficulties of life with a smile on the face. Bhagwan's words, Matra Sparashastu Konteya Shitoshna Sukhadukkada Agama Apayina Anatyam Tan Titikshasva Bharata. Any experience that you gather through your sense organs, mind, etc., it has only 2 options, either Sukhada or Dukkhada. Either they are joyful or miserable. But one thing is common between the two. Both of them begin in time, remain for some time, and end after some time. Therefore, they are temporary. Because of the temporary experiences of the life, to become permanently miserable is the height of foolishness. Then, titikshasva bharata. Learn to endure what cannot be cured. Nay, don't endure, enjoy. See? Conversion of endurance into enjoyment is spiritual life. A seeker never complains, living at zero complaint level. So, the spiritual wealth, Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, then Uparati. Uparati is effortless withdrawal from anywhere. Most important. How it is important? Effortless withdrawal. When you are driving a car and if some obstacle comes, how much effort it takes us to stop the car? It has to be done instantaneously. But if our car is like the old ambassador car, you apply the brake here and it stops in Bengaluru, then gone. Therefore, Uparati, effortless withdrawal from the world. Then Shraddha. Shraddha is what is said in our scriptures and what is told by the teacher, how that is right, not how that is wrong. That positive approach to the study of scriptures and listening to satsanga is called a Shraddha. Yaya vastu uparabhyate. It is on the strength of the Shraddha, and Shraddha is always blind. When we know, we don't require Shraddha. I know this is a mic, this is not a Shraddha, this is a knowledge. And that socket, I don't know whether it is a live socket or a dead socket. I don't know. But I hope it is dead. And put my fingers there. When you don't know, you have to have faith. Similarly, we don't know about the Lord, we don't know about anything. So, those who know, we have to have faith in them. Then only we can proceed. Shraddha, when these 5 things are practiced, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, then the net result of the 5 practices is Samadhan. You are at peace 24/7. A person who is at peace with himself 24/7, he alone can study scriptures. A person who is all the time agitated, frustrated, dejected, inside there is a poultry farm. See, such a student is now exposed to the Shravanam. See? So, we have prepared ourselves. Now there is one more principle, the 4th one. That is called as Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam is what? Once Vivekananda asked his Guru, Sir, this mother talks to you, why she doesn't talk to me? So Ramakrishna Paramahansa Bhagavan said, because you are not very much wanting to talk to her. No, I really want that she should talk to me. It is not possible. If you really want, she will talk. No, I really want. It is not possible. You don't want. How much real you are telling? Okay, we'll see you later. Let's go and take bath. They used to take bath. One of the spiritual practice. So, they went to take bath in the Ganges. And Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa put the head of the disciples below the waters. How long? 10, 20, 50, 60 minutes, seconds. And then when he could not hold his breath, he pushed and came out. Then Bhagavan said, as much you are intensely longing to breathe, That intense longing is required to know the truth. That is a mumukshitva. Intense longing for freedom. No dependence on anything or any being. Such a person is now given the instruction. Itham vakki tadarthanu sandhanam shravanam bhave. Itham is like this. Like what? We have seen Tattvamasi Mahavakya. What we have seen? Apply Vedanta on yourself and deal with devotion with the whole world. Itham, in this manner. Not apply Vedanta on others. If somebody has got some problem, knee problem, see, these are there for pain. Every knee gets a pain. Philosopher. But when the pain happens to you, too much of pain. That is real. No. Itham, in this manner, Vakya and Tad Artha Anusandhanam. Now we follow the meaning of this Tattvamasi Mahavakya. What is Tattvamasi Mahavakya Anusandhanam mean? Therefore, it will be, with the child body, I was a child. With the teenage body, I was a teenager. With the middle-aged body, I was a middle-ager. With the old body, I am old-ager. But in fact, when childhood body has gone, I am the same. Teenage body has gone, I am the same. Middle-aged body has gone, I am the same. Old age body will also go, I am the same. There are 4 types of students. First student is called Uttam Adhikari. In one go, he listens and comprehends everything. In one go. Uttam Adhikari. Second is called as Madhyam Adhikari. He understands halfway because mind is not fully available. The third is Adham Adhikari. Doesn't understand anything. There is no difference between him and the chair. Understand? And the fourth one is, he understands exactly the opposite. Adhama Adham. So the Uttam Adhikari is the one who is doing the Shravanam. Why we are not able to comprehend? Because our mind is lost either in the past or future or comparisons. See. Now tell me, what sadhana will you do to know that this is a maroon color? It is. You don't have to do anything. Gain through knowledge is without efforts. In the same manner, we are the same. Annamay, Kosha, Reward, Pranamay, Manomay, Vijnanamay, Anandamay. We are the same. Advaya Vatirekambhyam. When the childhood was there, I was present in the childhood. That was my Anvaya in the childhood. But when childhood disappeared, I continue to be. Therefore, there was Vatireka of childhood in me, but I continue to exist. Therefore, I am real and not the childhood. Itham, in this manner. Itham Vakya Tad Artha Anusandhanam Shravanam Bhave. Then we are really listening properly. And once you listen in this way, then you will never get comparison with anybody or anything. Most of us suffer only because of comparison. He is so lucky, he has got a nice wife and nice children and everything is fine. I am very unlucky. The grass on the other side of the fence is green. So he says, Swamiji, what lucky, you are lucky. No botheration of all these people. Ask the Swami, what lucky, I had to depend on so many people. Everybody is miserable. Useless. Don't justify you are miserable in life. Then we have heard real Vedanta. If we have heard, reflected and digested Vedanta, what should happen? What are the symptoms? First symptom, you will not even have a passing thought of your death. If you have digested Vedanta. Number two, if we have digested Vedanta, we will not talk about last life, this life and next life. Because when you don't die, where is the question of next life? If we have digested Vedanta, there is no hell and heaven. See friends, therefore don't entertain too many things of that kind. In the last life, in the next life. It is meant for telling us that you are responsible for your life. Don't blame anyone else. See? This is called as Shravanam. Then, Yuktya Sambhavita Tattva Anusandhanam Mananantutar. Then whatever we have heard, there may be some doubts. Then, by proper positive logic, falling in line with the scriptural authority, start reflecting on that, how that is right. So what was told, you are not the body. This is what the scriptures tell. Now, we say, I am not the body, but you know, how I don't know how, you start working on it. Then you start working on it. Really, how can this body be me? Because I have not created the body. The body doesn't listen to me. And when I am not identified with the body as in brief and deep sleep, still I continue to exist. So I cannot be the body. After you are temporarily, theoretically convinced, then you will start working on it. What must be the experience of body-free experience? One couple in Bombay, they asked me, Swami, please tell me, we are thinking of buying a car. Should we buy? I said, don't buy. Okay, we'll not buy. They didn't buy. Now they tell, Swami, thank you so much. What happened? We didn't buy a car. I said, why? My husband doesn't drive the car. I had to drive. He would have made me like Ola, Ali, come. We have to go here, we have to go there. It's good. We didn't buy the car. See? So, when we are talking about Mananam, whatever is said, that we cannot be the body, now work on it and prove to yourself. So without a car also I can live. Similarly, without a body also I live. So how can I be the body? Then what is the body? I am living in the body. See? In this manner, yuktya, by proper logic, start working on what we have heard. So first we have to work on how I cannot be the body. We are to be 100% convinced. Thereafter start playing meditation. What does it mean if I am not this mic stand? So if the mic stand is moved, I am not moved. If the mic stand breaks, I am not broken, because I am not the stand. Now apply the same principle. If I am not the body, then all that is happening to the body is not happening to me. So what happened to the body? Birth. It cannot be me. What is happening to the body? Body is growing. I am not growing. Now find out, is it not our experience? Do we have any experience that we are growing? It is the society tells us, reminds us. In a public bus transport in Bombay, girls, school girls, children used to go, and some boys are very naughty, teasing the girls. So the girls from class 9 or 10, and this boy, I saw, therefore I am telling you, this boy, he was from class 4 or 3. What he did? He told one of the girls, senior girl, Auntie, you sit here, I'll stand. Now that 8th, 9th standard girl, when she was addressed by this small boy, Auntie, she became so angry, shut up. Now she is not wrong, but she is not experiencing that she is growing. It is the child who looked at her body and she looked to be grown out. In short, we never have the experience of growth. See? So this is what I am. And you don't have to do anything. The best part in Vedanta, you don't have to do anything. Otherwise, Vishnu, yellow flower, Shiva, white flower, Devi, red flower. You are fooled by the fools. See, in this manner, yuktya sandhanam sambhavita tattva anusandhanam mananadata. Then we are told the second thing, that we cannot be the soul or the jiva. Then find out. What is the soul? First of all, inquire. If you are not the soul, tell me what is the meaning of soul. We blindly accept the word soul. Okay, I am not the body. Then who am I? You are a jiva. Okay, thank you. What is the jiva? Then nobody asks this question. Like we ask what is the body, we ask what is the mind, we ask what is God, we ask what is heaven, hell. But nobody asks this question. What is the jiva? We just take it blindly. The moment you start inquiring, what is jiva? You come to discover jiva is a limited expression of the unlimited because of the limitations of the conditionings. Now to make this very simple, I give this example. Man is Paramatma and husband is Jivatma. So how a husband is born? Man expressing through the limitations of the wife, his husband. So is this husband real? Is the husband a proper noun or a common noun? In the same manner, Paramatma expressing through the Panchakoshas, he is called as a Jiva. So Jiva is not a Vyakti, he is not an individuality, but Abhivyakti, it is a manifestation. See? So when the bulb becomes fused, will the light from the bulb go into another bulb? See? If a pot breaks, the pot space will go in search of a potty. Where will it go? Nowhere. Because there is nothing like light in the bulb or the pot space. Therefore, this jiva is only a method of telling us that we are expressing through these panchakoshas. Therefore, in the 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Arjun, come to know, I alone express through all the bodies. The electricity says, I alone express through all the bulbs. Let the bulb be in the temple or in the toilet. It makes no difference. Both to electricity as well as to the light. When your understanding is clear, then you are committed to live this knowledge. But if there are doubts, then you keep on struggling. Tabhyam nirvijikitsayarte chetasa sthapisasyas ekatanatvametadde nididhyasanamachyate. Now with this clear understanding, now the mind is free from all doubts. So we are clear that I can neither be the body nor the soul, but I am alone expressing as a soul through the body. The man says, I am alone expressing as a husband through the wife. So the husband is an expression of man through the limitations of the wife. Similarly, the infinite Paramatma expressing through the limitations of the Panchakoshas is called as the Jiva. Then what will happen? You cannot die. Marne bhi nahi dete. See friends, this is what Vedanta helps us. There is no freedom for I. There is freedom from I. If you want to get freedom from the husband, you don't have to divorce. Then don't take wife seriously. How simple it is. But such people, they don't understand. Oh no, I have to separate. I can't live with her. So what will you do? You leave her and then start again going for fishing. In New York, on the footpath side, there was one old lady taking a glass of water in the hand and a fishing rod in the other hand, and hook was put in that glass of water. Sitting. So one useless lady going, she looks like, mad. She doesn't understand what she is doing, poor. Then she took out $1 coin and put and talked. Dear lady, since morning, how many fish you could catch there? She said, you are the 10th. So you leave one wife and then go in search of another one. And then you come to know, why lady? See friends, whatever you have to live, this is the simplest thing in our scriptures. Life is Ram Leela or Krishna Leela. In Leela, everything appears to be happening, but exactly nothing happens. So what is ours? Ours is Satsanga Leela. Nothing is happening. When we go back, again, come back to the same square. See? Therefore, Tabhyam nirvijikitse arte chetasaha sthapitasya. So now our mind is fully established in this. And therefore, ekatanatva. Now there is no doubt whatsoever. The mind is fixed. That single-pointed avoidance of the mind in this wisdom is called as the nididhyasan. Now there is no doubt whatsoever. Like when we are awake, anybody comes and tells that you are a donkey. We don't require anybody's certificate. We know we are donkey. See friends. Then dhyatrudhyane parityajya kramadheyaika gocharam nivata deepavachittam samadhiravidhiyate. Now when the mind is thus free from all the doubts, now the mind is abiding in the self. What will happen? Dhyatrudhyane parityajya. Dhyatru the meditator. Dhyane the meditation. Then meditator and meditation both will disappear. Then Paramatma, Deyameva avashishyate, Paramatma alone remains. See friends, So Samadhi is not a Jada Samadhi, sitting in one way, and then even if something happens, if somebody crosses your body, you are not aware of it, noise is going on, you are not hearing, then you are in sleep, you are not in Samadhi. See friends, that is not the right thing. Spiritual practice is not an unhealthy condition. No, since I am doing meditation, I can't hear anything. You must have become deaf. See? That is not the meaning. Therefore, dhyatrudhane parityaja krama dhiyeka gocharam. Then, how is the mind? Nimata deepavachittam. This word comes from Bhagavad Gita. Nimata deepavachittam means what? If the lamp is kept in a corner where there is no wind blowing, the flame remains absolutely steady, but it has all the potentiality to flicker. It is not like a bulb, electric bulb. Electric bulb is like a dead one. See, yesterday we went to Guruvayur Mandir. The Kerala temples are so unique and beautiful, unlike temples in the North India. There, in the sanctum, they don't allow electricity to go, only the lamps. And it's totally protected from the blowing winds. So therefore, all the flames are steady. So, there is a potentiality for the flame to flicker, but it is so steady, undisturbed, that it is not flickering. Exactly the same way, real meditation is, we are living in the din and roar of this world. There is every possibility of getting disturbed, and yet nothing disturbs us. We have not become dumb. We are not in a Jada Samadhi. But normally people get attracted towards that. Oh, that Mahatma, he was sitting and all snow all over his body, but he is still there. Many years before we were in Badrinath, and there was one Mahatma Ji there. Almost like it, except the lion cloth. So, in that Alaknanda, it is so cold. So he was huge, black, tall. He will come walking like an elephant slowly and enter that Alaknanda. By looking at Alaknanda, our eyes used to get frozen. But he will enter so comfortably. Take a leap, stay there for some time, look around, and slowly get up. Come out, and you must have seen how the dogs, when they come out of the water. So like that, he will do like this. Water has shed his shed, and he will walk away majestically. And all the onlookers. These people don't take even hot water bath once in 3 years. And here is a person who has taken a cold water bath. That has nothing to do with your spirituality. When such Mahatmas, when they come in the month of December in Haridwar, they require the ice beds to leave because they cannot tolerate the heat of December in Haridwar. See friends, our faculties don't become numb. We hear everything but don't get disturbed. We see everything but we are not tempted. That is living in Samadhi. Otherwise, what is the difference between going to sleep and not sleeping? Therefore, Nimata Deepavachittam, mind is fully aware, fully alive to this world. This is what we are telling you. Listen to the silence. And to listen to the silence, what you have to do? Be indifferent to the sounds. But instead of practicing this, we put a board. Silence, please. Don't enter. Meditation in progress. Don't disturb. They are already disturbed. See? Nivada Deepavachittam Samadhi Avidhiyate. That is what is called as the Samadhi. Then Vruttayastu Tadanim Ajnata Adhyatma Gocharaha Svrada Dhanamiyante Vittitasya Samuddhita. Then in the Samadhi, all the thoughts are recognized, recorded by the wise man, and when he comes out of the Samadhi, he knows all his experiences. But he has never become an experiencer in any of those experiences. A person who is in Jada Samadhi, he doesn't remember it because he was Jada. His mind was completely dissolved in Prakriti. It was not dissolved in consciousness. In this Samadhi, what we have understood is the mind goes back to the consciousness. In the Jada Samadhi, the mind goes back to the Prakriti. We have to bypass Prakriti. Bypassing Prakriti is like the sugar cane doesn't suffer from diabetes. In the same manner, a wise man doesn't get influenced by the world. Now what this sugar cane has to do? Not to suffer from diabetes? Nothing. In the same manner, Sajivan Mukta Purushas alone are asset for the seekers of God. Smradat Anubhuyante Vittitasya Samuddhitan. Then Vrittinam Anivrittistu Prayatnat Prathamanavim Adrushta Sakrudabhyasa Samskara Sachivan Bhave. Now this practice of this Samadhi, one Vrittinam Anuvrittistu Prayatnat Prathamanavim. So initially we will have to put a lot of efforts. What is a lot of efforts? Sit down and or whenever you are living in this world, take one firm resolution to yourself. And the resolution is, we do not react to anything. Very simple. And much more simpler is this. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, you don't have to observe Mauna. But then we observe Mauna. And inside it is a volcano boiling. And the moment the Mauna time is over, Dhum Dhalaka. No. Let there be a wise approach to the reality. Therefore, first Prayatnat Prathamadapi, first you have to work on it. So before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question, is it necessary to talk? I tell you this I learned. I tell you my whole life is only learning. And what I learned is not from books. One example I'll tell you. I was in Badrinath and there used to be one Bhagavati Amma, she is no more. Very elderly lady, she was probably from Nepal. And when I used to go there, maybe about 30 years before or more, I used to go and sleep in her lap. And she was such a great, every day when the 4 o'clock the temple opens, she was the first to have darshan of Narayana and she used to chant one chapter of Bhagavad Mahapuran. She had the whole thing by heart. And she used to be there all through, not going anywhere beyond Badrinath. During the 6 months she will come and stay in Yoshimath. That is how she was living. So, she was very, very sweet and I don't know why, but she used to love a lot. I used to go and lie down in her lap and she used to play with my beard. One day I said, Mama, I have decided now, enough of lectures. I am going to stop giving lectures. So she laughed. I said, is it a joke or what? Why are you laughing? She said, I am laughing for whose question you are answering. How subtle it is, just imagine. When I say, I don't want to give lectures, I want to stop giving lectures. Who has asked you to give lectures? See, my friends, we talk when it is not required. Like somebody tells, I was coming that side, and we missed the road and we had a big problem and all that. So he has told you, listen, over. But do you think we'll keep quiet? Yeah, really, to me also this happened, but not here. I was there in Honolulu. Who has asked me? This is how we keep on unnecessarily getting in this world. So, Prathamat Abhyasa, this is called as the real practice of knowledge. It is not like a yoga. Go on pumping the air or do one particular asana and suffer silently. No. They adrishta sakrut abhyasa samskaran. Sometime by God's grace. We don't know why it happens. Suddenly the mind is at peace. And abhyasa, when we have been practicing it again and again, slowly the mind becomes accustomed to, and the mind becomes very slowly, steadily, quieter and quieter. Then, yatha deepo nivatastha ityadi vi anekada Bhagavan imam eva artha arjunaya nirupaye. Bhagavan Sri Krishna also told the same thing to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. Yatha deepo nivatastha ningate sopama prata. Like a lamp kept in the corner, na ingate, is not flickered because nivata deepastaha, because it is kept in a secluded place. In the same manner, yogino yatayittasya, the one who has perfect control over his mind, he is not disturbed by anything. Because the winds of the desire, the winds of the old habits are no more disturbing him. That means his mind is alive. He does not become jad. He is able to experience everything. But none of the experiences create any disturbance in his life. This is what is called as the real samadhi. And this is what we have been emphasizing. We have to learn to live in meditation. Not half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. No. Therefore, don't waste your time in doing meditation. Correct your understanding first. See? Otherwise, you will get many places. You will be fooled. Crash course in meditation. Fast track course in meditation. 1 week, 100,000 rupees. And in that 1 week, what they are taught? You go and do the gardening, and during that time, don't talk to anybody. 20,000 rupees gone. And then you will not get salt to eat for 3 days. For not eating salt, 20,000 another gone. And when such people come back from their course, I tell you, out of the world experience, how you have paid for not eating. This is not meditation, it is a money spinning business. Remember one basic thing. Wherever for satsanga, for brahmadhyana, money is charged, it is a business. Simply chanting will not help. Sada Shiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. This knowledge has come to us free. We cannot charge money for this. See friends, therefore, Anada viha samsare sanchita karma kotayaha anena vilayam yanti shuddho dharmo vivardhate. And when we thus practice this kind of samadhi, again and again, then what happens? In this world, our mind has been full of many samskar, likes and dislikes. And when we practice this, many times be attentive. This is called as unused atrophy. Any organ you do not use for a longer period of time, the functional ability of that organ slowly dies away. Like I remember earlier, when this Panchadashi, I have written every page by hand. But now, after many years, only laptop, when I start writing, even the spellings don't come properly. But typing, it comes okay. So the ability to write with the hand in due time has died. Exactly the same way. When we practice this samadhi, again and again, slowly the old habit of the mind to be a poultry farmer, talk where it is not required, go on talking to yourself, become frustrated, react with the people, give advice, all these old habits will stop. See? So, anena vilayam yanti, then shuddho dharmo vivardhate. Then, here dharma means mind. Then our mind becomes purer and purer. Then, dharma megamimam praho samadhi yogavittamaha varshateshe yato dharmam tadana sahasrasha. This is called as the dharma mega samadhi. Dharma mega samadhi means now your mind is cleaned properly, systematically, and from this megam is cloud. Then from this cloud, amritadhara, the shower of ambrosia, the shower of joy and happiness will start happening millions and millions of ways. Sahasrasha. So what is the meaning of samadhi therefore? You are always happy. Samadhi is not a sullen face. What happened? Yeah, samadhi lag gayi. That is not the meaning. So, varshateshi yato dharma mritadhara sahasrasha. Then, amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite samulon mulite punya papa ke karma samchaye. When this is practiced for a longer period of time, then vasana jale nishesham pravilapite. Then all the impressions on the mind are completely dissolved. And then punya papa ke karma samchaye. Then be attentive. Then the regrets of the past and the arrogance of the past both will dissolve. Every one of us carry some guilt because of the regrets of the past or arrogance because of the success of the past. Both guilt and arrogance, they keep us separate from others. A person who doesn't have a guilt, who doesn't have arrogance, like a small child, see, is relaxed. Because he doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. He is not someone extraordinary. He is just ordinary. Therefore, we should remind ourselves, spiritual life and progress means not becoming someone extraordinary, but we have to drop all the extra and remain ordinary. See? Otherwise, we create barriers. We become extraordinary, separate. See? And then there are circles, rings. Like in the cities these days they have got outer ring road, inner ring road. In the same manner, Mahatmas also are having outer ring road, inner ring road. And you cannot go and talk to the Mahatma directly. You have to talk through the secretary. Those Mahatmas who have got secretary, they are Corporator Ananda. What for a secretary is required? You are a wall-less place. No walls. See friends. Then, Abunavasana Nishchesham Pravilapide, Samulon Mulate Punya Papake Karma Samshay. So all the good and bad is dissolved because we are attentive, because now there is nobody left. When body identification is dropped, you are nobody. But when we regret about our past, we have not yet dropped the body identification. Therefore start afresh, as if nothing has happened. And no Mahatma, his name, worth, will ever ask you about your past. See, we have gone and stayed with so many Mahatmas. So far, nobody has even once asked me, who are you, which place you are from, what is your mother tongue? Nobody. We have to live in the present. See friends, then Vakyam Apratibaddham Sat Parokshava Bhasite Karamalakavat Bodha Aparoksham Prasuyate. So earlier, what we have heard in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, it was only an information, Paroksha Jnanam. Now what you tell is true, it must be true, but we are not able to experience that. But if you follow this Samadhi Abhyas which were told, then the same Paroksha Jnanam, information gets converted into experience. What we hear in the satsanga from the teacher is knowledge. When that knowledge gets converted into experience, it is called as the bodha. So Atma Jnana and Atma Bodha. Atma Jnana is called as Paroksha Jnana. Atma Bodha is called as Aparoksha Anubhuti. So, Vakyam Apratibaddham Sat. Initially, we were not able to even accept it. How it is possible? Tattvamasi. Who can do like that? I don't think. It's something like, those people, one person in USA asked me, Swami, is it really possible to get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock? I said, no. Then it's okay. Then to such person, what can you talk? So, Karamalakvat Vakyam, then Paroksham Brahma Vijnanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam Buddhi Purva Krutam Papam Krusnam Dati Vanyavata. Then Paroksham Brahma Vijnanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam. So what we have heard from the teacher, only through the words, this Paroksha Jnanam, what it does is Buddhi Purva Krutam Papam Krusnam Dati. Then all the wrong things, whatever we have done in the past, is completely erased, burnt into ashes. Therefore, the technique which we told you, don't talk about your past, because past belongs to your body, not to you. So when you talk about your past, unknowingly you are not getting rid of your body identification. See, recognize this subtle point. But when we keep on talking about the past, whenever there, first of all, nobody is interested. And the second thing is, we are identified with the body. Particularly the old people. It's a great fun to be with the old couple. Chabi bhar ke chhod do. This happened in Shimla many years before. I told in one of my talks. I went with my young friend and He said, Swami, these are my in-laws and I am their youngest son-in-law. This is their house. And we'll stay here for a week and see the things around. So I'll just finish the job and come. Meanwhile, you can talk to them. So I was offered to this old couple. Then they started talking. Swamiji, have you come to Shimla earlier? I said, no. This is the first visit? Yes. We are here for many years. No, I didn't ask. And when we were here, first time we came for our honeymoon in 1922. The moment he said like this, wife, you might have got married to someone else. We got married in 32, not 22. No, we got married in 22. No, it was 32. It doesn't make any difference to me, even if you are not married. But in old age you don't remember. Then keep on arguing. By this, what is happening? You are refusing to live in the present. See, this appears very simple, but it's very deep. But we don't like simple things. Suppose I tell you, stand in the cold water or Ganges water, or here Suvarnamukhi, stand up to the neck deep, and then bring your hand above your head and keep on Rudrakshamala and do the Gayatri Mantra for 2400,000 times. Anushఠān. I have no doubt you will do it. But if I tell you, don't talk about your past, and not possible. Because it is so simple. Therefore, Paroksham Brahma Vijnanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam Buddhi Purvakrutam Papam Krishnam Dahati Vannivar. So all whatever wrong we have done, now we at least understand, come on, understood. Forget about the past. You cannot undo your past. What can be done about the past is select, shift, delete. Nothing else. You just can't change anything. And in this manner, Aparokshatma Vijnanam Shabdam Deshika Purvakam Samsara Karana Jnana Tamaschanda Bhaskara. And when this Paroksha Jnanam, when it becomes Aparoksha Jnanam by the practice of the Samadhi, then Samsara Karana Ajnana Tama, the wrong notion about our identity, about the world, about God and about spiritual practice, all these wrong notions will be burnt away like the darkness is destroyed by the sunrise. And after that, the teacher concludes, Itam Tattva Vivekam Vidhaya Vidivan Manas Samadhaya Vigalita Sanskriti Bandha Prapnoti Parampadam Narona Chirat. Itam, in this manner, this Tattva Viveka which was given to us, Vidivan Manas Samadhaya, properly make your mind available, study it deeply, systematically, it will loosen your samsara bandha. That means you will not be that miserable, agitated, reactionary as you were earlier if you study it systematically, properly. And then you will see a change will start coming in you. You will not know. The world around you will know. See? And last, changing ourselves is spiritual life. What we have to change? We have got two things. One is the essential nature, second is the acquired nature. Essential nature cannot be changed. Acquired nature, because we have acquired, it can be changed. Like smoking is acquired nature. We can change it. In the same manner, all our habits, talking unnecessarily, becoming angry, talking in between, somebody is doing something we don't understand, we go and poke our nose. all these wrong things, we have to change ourselves. And when these wrong things are changed, then you naturally drop the acquired nature and your essential nature will start surfacing. And in that, the Sanskrit Bandha, the samsara and the bondage of the samsara will disappear, although you will continue to live the same way as earlier. But earlier we were becoming disturbed and miserable. Now the same place, the same people, the same situation, but we are no more disturbed. We don't have to go to ashrams. We don't have to go to the Himalayas. Wherever you are, that becomes your divine abode. Normally we run away from ourselves, but we forget wherever we go, there we are, the source of all miseries. Change it and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.